Hey everyone, this is Michael from Bright Musical Circuits. I'm going to show you how to calibrate this module. I've got it out of the rack and in a spot where I can hit it with my screwdriver. I've got one of these little precision screwdrivers that we're going to be adjusting this trim pot labeled Tune. So to do this, you're going to need to make a patch where you can control the voltage going into the 1 volt per octave input. So I'm going to use my keyboard down here going into my MIDI to CV converter, but you could also set this up on a sequencer with a voltmeter to just manually go from stage to stage. We just need something where we can go from 1 volt to 2 volts or 2 volts to 3 volts, but just in a very simple up and down kind of step way. And then the other thing you're going to need besides a way to control that voltage is a way to monitor the frequency. So I'm patching out to my balanced output module over there, and then that's coming over here to my computer where I've got it set up on a tuner on my DAW. But you could also use a guitar tuner like one of these, or there's apps on your phone that do tuning as well. So yeah, there's you have a lot of options for this. But yeah, I am gonna turn off this camera and go to a screen grab of that tuner for the rest of this. But just so you know, I'm going to be pressing keys here that you won't see, and I'm going to be turning this little trim pot there, and I'm going to be adjusting these knobs here for frequency as well. Okay, everybody, so we are calibrating our VCO. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tune it. Right now the tune knobs are turned all the way down. I want it to be where my tune knobs are a little bit in the middle so I have some room to play with them. And then I want to be at a frequency that's high enough that it looks really stable on my tuner. So let's go up to G1. Let's start at G1. That was good. And so I've hit my lowest C on the keyboard, and so now I'm going to hit the second C on the keyboard. And if this were perfectly calibrated, that would go from G1 to G2. But instead it's an F sharp 2, so we're a little over a half step flat. So now I'm going to take my screwdriver, and there's the trim pot marked Tune, and I'm going to turn that until this is giving us a G2. Okay, and so then now I'm going to hit that first key on the keyboard again. And so now our G1 has gone a little bit sharp, so I'm going to retune that back down. Oh, actually, hold on. Alright, back to G1. I ran out of room on my fine tune, I had to go coarse. And so, yeah, so we're back to G1, and then we're going to repeat that process of hitting the octave up from that on our keyboard. And so now we're at G2, and we're, you know, less than half a step flat, but we're still a little bit flat. So I'm going to repeat that of adjusting the tune trim pot. And I can tell we're not there yet, so I'm actually just going to go a little bit further with it to be a little bit sharp. And we're going to repeat that. So we're back to G1 and G2. So now we're pretty close. So now I'm going to try to get it exact. Pretty good. All right, let's check between G2 and G3 now. Pretty good. That G3 is maybe a little bit flatter. Let's go G3 to G4. Okay, so there it's a little more apparent. So I'm going to make another little adjustment. And that G, that's really close. And I'm trying to get this perfect, or as perfect as I can. You can stop whenever it's good enough for you. This might be good enough for me. That is pretty close to good tuning for the range I want. I'm a little less likely to be playing that G1, so if that's a little out of tune, These middle notes being in tune is I'm happier with. And you might get a little bit of error in your first and last octave, and a little bit of error from whatever you're using to calibrate with. This is a keyboard that I did the calibration on. So if you're using something that's, made in a factory, you might trust the CV output of that a little bit more than this one that I made myself. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to calibration, is going up and down with your control voltage, checking your tuning as you turn the tune knob until you get octave jumps with 1 volt steps. So yeah, hopefully that demystifies it a little bit if you've never done this before. And yeah, good luck. Thank you.